Go to my ESPN.
What's going on, guys? Squeebs and crew back with a brand new episode. NFL Week 4 was in the books, and the Giants and Jets get their first W.
So who won first?
That's what I was saying. I was like, because I remember I posted a tweet like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, who's going to get their first W in New York, Giants or Jets? And then
they do it in the same week.
I'm going to say the Giants because they won before the Jets did. And it's funny. They both went to overtime.
But the Jets beat a better team.
But they both went to overtime. The Giants beat. Are the Titans better than the Saints?
Derrick Henry.
Know. That's tough.
Derrick Henry.
That's tough.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but you got to think of it. You got to think of it in this standpoint of like
both
the Jets are worse. The Jets are worse than the Giants.
True.
And the Titans just I guess AJ Brown and Julio didn't play. But still, like you gotta be the Jets.
Fake good.
Not want to say fake good. I mean, I think that division is just so terrible that I said at the beginning of the year, and you said it too. It's like you said you had the Colts. I think the Titans win it, but it's gonna be like 8 or I think that the
9-8.
What's the division? AFC South.
Yes.
I think the AFC South is gonna be just like the NFC East was last year.
It's the Carson Wentz effect.
7-8 wins to win it. That's what's gonna happen.
That's terrible.
I thought the Titans could maybe win 10, but it doesn't look like that. I think they're gonna fall off. But they're gonna win the division because Jacksonville's got Urban Meyer. He's not gonna be the coach, obviously. We gotta talk about that. And then you got the Colts, who I think are terrible. And then
hey, they won a game though.
They won a game, but they beat the Dolphins.
Also, they've been in every game they played.
I don't know. And then,
they lost. They losing bad. They're just losing.
Is Urban Meyer even going to be the coach for this week's game?
No, he'll be coach. He'll be coach.
Do you think so?
Yes. He just needs to stop finger banging. I mean, he needs to stop.
I don't know, dude. They came out and said that there's a crisis in the locker room.
Because your head coach is out partying after a loss.
Yeah. I think that's part of it.
I feel like everything about it is I think society knows after losses, coaches telling you, why are you partying? We just lost.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, I mean, I also think he's trying to get fired. I don't think he wants a job.
Yeah, I mean, it was even before this, it was like, does he want to be here? 0-4? Does he want to be a coach in the NFL? Does he want to go back to college? I don't know.
If I am the coach or a player on that team and I see my coach is out partying after we just lost on Thursday Night Football, I'm probably like chalking the season. Like, I'm just making my money. You think I want to try practice? No. My coach doesn't care. If I am the person that should be maddest the most, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I agree. He's in a terrible situation.
Terrible. Coach don't care. Team sucks. Number 1 overall draft pick.
We're gonna talk about this every single week because we have to, and it's gonna happen every week. And I mean, I said they're gonna get the dub if he started. They got the dub when he started, 24-14, and I proved you wrong. Bears win yet another game. Justin Fields under center.
Detroit.
And now Andy Dalton's the starter for next week. Why? What is going on? How can you sit there and announce him the starter? Justin Fields just won you the game. I know he didn't. I mean, he doesn't need to play that well. I mean, he 14 for
Detroit.
Yeah, but 14 for 17, 300 completions, 209 yards. Montgomery had a huge game, but I think here's the thing. I think Montgomery had a huge game because you have Justin Fields in there. Justin Fields makes the run game better. He makes Montgomery better. I know Montgomery's out for 2-3 weeks now.
Darnell Mooney showed up.
He did. I cannot understand how you're going to sit here and announce after he just got you the win, Andy Dalton the starter for week 5. I'm at this point, I'm sick of talking about it. It is what it is. It's unbelievable what he's trying to do in Chicago.
All I'm gonna say is Matt Nagy sucks.
He's terrible. And I don't even know why he's trying to recreate what he did in 2017, but I'm over it. I'm done with it. if he wants to announce Andy Dalton the starter, he can. They're gonna lose football games.
But I mean, rookie quarterbacks are looking better now. After last week, they're looking way better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Justin looked good.
I think for me, it's him coming out and saying Andy Dalton's our starter, but Fields could still play in week. So I'm over it.
Hey, let's go Trey Lance.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think he's getting the opportunity.
That's another thing is like you've got Trey Lance. He came in, he played well. I mean, they were down by 17, then they came back. He threw a 70-yard touchdown pass to Deebo Samuel, and they're right back in the game. So does he start week 5?
Bold prediction. Next time Seattle plays San Fran, Trey Lance is starting. Trey Lance wins that game.
Well, we said it last week when we made the picks of the game. The loser of the Seattle San Fran game is probably season is over. And I think that I just you look at what Arizona's doing, you look at what the Rams are doing. Seattle's a very good team. Seattle's a very good team. San Fran's on the bottom of the totem pole, and they're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it really hurt my soul because I've been riding with them. They have to bounce back.
They're not going to make the playoffs.
I need a strong bounce back.
That's going to be hard against Arizona this week.
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to fall.
If Kyle pulls it off, we're back.
They're going to fall to 2. They're going to fall to 2 and 3 and very deep in that division.
I can't wait to our picks on the next pod.
Yeah. It's not even about I think San Fran's I don't think they're a bad team. I just think that the division they're in, they're not going to make the playoffs. I just don't think it's possible. And you got to talk about Arizona. Is Arizona the best team in the division?
As of now, yeah.
You have to say yeah because they just beat the Rams. But they didn't just beat the Rams. They destroyed the Rams.
I think that was a statement game for them.
Their offense is going to be hard to stop.
Because they have everything. Every level.
I mean, James Conner is James Conner, who he was in Pittsburgh.
And he's not even the best one.
Chase Evans.
And
then AJ Green's somehow back. 2 tutties.
And let's not forget Christian Kirk and Rondale Moore just chilling, just running.
And DeAndre Hopkins. Like, dude, it's unbelievable the team they have.
The underrated tight ends they have, that everyone's talking about. The dude with all the tats. I don't know what his name is, but he's catching a lot of balls.
Like, I'm not getting worried of my NFC West pick. It's like I don't even know how Arizona doesn't win that division.
I need my Rams to get healthy.
I just need Seattle to, pick it up. I think defensively they're still struggling, but I mean, I think those 3 teams are 3 of the best teams in the NFC completely. Like they probably are.
I'm not going to have San Fran far off from that because I feel like if they played another team in NFC, they'd probably be a competitive game.
No, but it's just like you look at the NFC. I mean, I'll say what I can about Tampa later, but you look at the Rams, Cardinals, and Seattle, they're probably 3 of the top 4 teams in the NFC. Maybe Tampa, maybe Green Bay, but they're 3 of the top 5 teams in one division. That's just unbelievable.
Let's get to Tampa. Who do you think should have won that game?
I think Tampa should have won the game because I think the Patriots aren't that good.
Right.
We had this conversation over text. A lot of people were sitting there saying Matt Jones played this incredible game. He didn't do anything. Tampa let them be in that game. I mean, I also have to, this is what I'll say. It's sunny, maybe a little cloudy, no rain. It's 38-0.
I mean,
it's like the weather affected that game completely.
So Antonio Brown's touchdown, that last one, he hit his hand.
He's catching at least one of those. There was 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one off of Evans's hands in the corner. I mean, it's 38 to maybe 7 if there's no rain. Like, I don't even think that Mac Jones played that great of a game. I just don't get it.
I think it's stupid. Stupid.
We had people, and I'll shout them out right now. We had people texting us in a group chat that he was just unbelievable. He played this great of a game. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He didn't
No,
do anything. They scored 10 points.
I hate it every time they
They
scored.
scored 17 points. Like,
he scored a fist bump and ran immediately off the field. I'm like, bro, you didn't do anything. You threw the correct read.
2 tutties, but I mean, he that's what a quarterback should do. Like, if you're getting excited about that, then like I don't even know what to say about anyone else. Like Tom Brady played probably. Here's what I'll say. Tom Brady played probably one of his worst games in his NFL career. Emotions were there. It was pouring.
First of all, he wanted to sling it, and every time he'd sling it, it would hit someone's hands and just.
Yeah. Like, he played the worst game of his career. The emotions were high. It was pouring down rain, and he still won the game. What does that say about Mac Jones and the Patriots?
And they're like, oh, it came down to a field goal. No, it shouldn't have came down to a field goal. They're lucky it came down to a field goal.
Like, I still think Tampa Bay's good. I think they're still one of the best teams in the league. They just had a tough game, and they still won the game. So what's to say about it? You know, what's to say about them?
It was a 100% trap game.
Nothing else to say about it. NFC East check-in.
Can we go to like another? Can we come back?
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about
it. Everybody won. Just say that.
Everybody didn't win though. Dallas still looks incredible.
When are they gonna become a top 5 team in an NFC? Just the NFC. If they're not there.
When they beat someone good. Just being honest. When they beat
Chargers.
They barely won the game, and that was very close to the beginning of the season. I think they should have lost that game too. They missed field goal. I don't know. That's it. The Chargers. Who else they beat? They beat Carolina, and Carolina almost came back 36-28. I'm not saying that you're talking about top 5 team NFC. I don't think they're at Arizona's level. I don't think they're at the Rams level. I don't think they're at Tampa Bay's level. I think Green Bay is still better than them.
They did play Tampa Bay close though, but that was also the first game of the season.
So I think it's close. Dallas. I mean, they're going to play. They get the Giants this week, so I can't say anything there. They get the Patriots. Nothing. I think it comes down to November 21st against the Chiefs. If they can beat the Chiefs, and then they get the Chiefs and Raiders back to back. If they can win both those games, then yeah, they're a top 5 team in the NFC.
Washington. I'm gonna have a terrible week of picking this week.
Washington.
Hey, way to escape Cordell Patterson.
I'll say this. Washington could very well be 0-4. And I think the reason they're not 0-4 is because Taylor Heineke is getting the job done. I mean, this defense is terrible. Landon Collins needs to go. Dustin Hopkins can't make an extra point. I mean, I literally almost had to go to the hospital after the second one. Like, we scored 2 touchdowns, unbelievable catch by McLaurin, and then a kick return touchdown, and you can't make the extra points. 2 extra points in a row. You can't make them? And then Rivera's going to come out Monday morning on Victory Monday after we barely won the game and say, he's our kicker. How? Here's my thing. If you can go out and say, like, I'm just not going to use Heineke, but I'll say a quarterback throws out 4 interceptions and he's not that very good. And it's like the Justin Fields situation. You're going to switch flip-flop quarterbacks, but you can't flip-flop a kicker. A kicker makes a mistake. You can't cut him. You can't switch him. I don't get that. How can you miss 2 extra points and potentially lose us the Giants game and still be a kicker week 5? Unbelievable. I hate Dustin Hopkins. I don't give a shit what he does the rest of the season. He is terrible. I don't know.
All I gotta say is people love to give confidence to kickers when they lost it.
I just don't get it. How can you come out Monday and say he's our kicker? I mean, did you see those extra points? They weren't even close. I saw
Cordell Patterson on my bench scored 36 fantasy points.
Yeah, because our defense is terrible. The only reason we are sitting a little pretty at 2-2 is because of Taylor Heineke and Terry McLaurin. I mean, this might be over dramatic, but if you go look at the numbers, they might be one of the best combos through 4 weeks. I mean, he's second. He is second grade wide receiver right now. He is top 5 wide receiver right now in the league through 4 weeks.
Well, I can't wait for our mid-season.
Is he not? I mean, he's making unbelievable. I mean, they're unbelievable touchdown catches.
I would go
2 tutties, 140 yards and 2 tutties. Come on now.
through 4 weeks, I'm going Hopkins, Cooper. Can we?
I'm
Can we
just talking.
say Adams?
I'm not talking about like. I'm talking about right now. That's like what they've done and through for 4 weeks. If it was me, I would say
Hopkins,
it's
Cooper.
Tyreek Hill,
Yeah.
it's DeAndre Hopkins, it's Cooper Cup,
Mm-hmm.
it's what's his name? Mike Williams, and it's Terry McLaurin. Even though
Yeah.
Mike Williams sucked last night, he still has 4 touchdowns. He still has over 500 yards receiving.
He didn't
And
suck last night. His team didn't need him.
that's true. But I mean, he missed a couple catches. I mean, it is what it is. But I think those five. I think those five are top 5 receivers right now.
Hey, you can take out Mike Williams, put in Antonio Brown. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying, like, you're getting 143 receiving yards. You only caught the ball 6 times, 2 tutties. That's unbelievable. I mean, he averaged over 24 yards a reception.
Your receiver looked good. Our receiver looked good. Our quarterback played well enough, but penalties.
Yeah, let's get to the Eagles, the only team that didn't win, but they weren't supposed to win that game. They put the Chiefs on a game that it was a revenge game.
We weren't supposed to win that game. You take out half the penalties, it's a field goal ball game.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
And the 2 red zone mishaps, we went for it and didn't go. So, it's arguable. I'm not going to say too much. Nope.
Yeah. Eagles played well. I still believe what I said to believe last week. I think they just need to relax. I think you got to wait it out. The Giants are still the worst in the division. Then I'm going to say the Eagles are third. I think Washington's still second. I think Dallas is still first, but I'd say it's a Dallas and Washington race to the end after 4 weeks. They're both 1-0. They're both 1-0 in the division. They both play well at home. It's going to be interesting when they play each other. I think Dallas, Washington are the 2 best teams this division.
We need Giants to win this week.
I think it's possible. We'll talk about that, but I just think the Dallas still has weaknesses. I still think they do. I think defensively, there's still weaknesses.
I think they're overhyping the defense.
I think they are too. I agree.
I think Diggs is playing great, but I think they're also overhyping it, and then it's going to just detrimental them in the later half of the season.
But I mean, this definitely could be a runaway right now. But Washington's definitely playing pretty well. It's definitely playing well to the fact of like they should be 0-4.
A lot of teams could have been a runaway, and then a lot of teams get caught up too. The Chiefs are going to catch everybody in that division.
Yeah, but I just think, in my honest opinion, it's Dallas, Washington to the end. Based on schedules and based on it's just I just think that's going to come down to the 2 division matchups between Dallas and Washington for the division. What else is going on? We got the postseason MLB October, baby. Wild card today. Red Sox, Yanks, Garrett Cole, Eovaldi, and then we got Dodgers, Cardinals tomorrow for wild card. I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped to watch something else other than football for a little bit. And I know it's hard.
after watching this weekend, picking a bunch of teams that lost, like Denver, like Detroit.
Yeah, I mean,
like the Saints.
You be picking some weird
Titans. Teams. I mean, a lot of teams look good. A lot of teams look bad. Can we? At least we're not the worst team in Pennsylvania. That's all that matters. And yes, I'm with you. Go Reds. Red Sea, baby. Is that what Boston says? Red Sea.
I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped for tonight, but we'll see what happens. I still think it's going to be hard to beat Tampa, beat the Giants. I mean, those teams are definitely going to probably be up in the World Series, but anything could happen. I think the Red Sox, if they can win tonight, which it's going to be tough to beat Garrett Cole. I'm not completely sure. I mean, I see why they're not pitching Chris Sale, but I think Eovaldi's had such a great season. I believe in him. I think he can cook up. I think he can shove. I think that
who's our first reliever?
I wonder if they're going to bring out Erod again. I don't. The postseason's so difficult because I feel like they're going to use starters, but I feel like if they bring out Erod, I think that would be interesting. We'll see what happens. I think the only way the Red Sox can win this game is if they can get it to the 7th inning down 1. because Garrett Cole has not pitched more than 6 innings, I think, all season. So if we can get to 7 things down 1, I think we have a shot. No JD Martinez though. That's going to be hard. But Devers and Bogey been playing unbelievable, so I think we can get it done.
Hey,
we got to go to what?
As long as we pop up Stanton. We're good.
Yeah, Judge Stanton for sure. Stanton's hit Evaldi fucking unbelievable this year. 2 homers last 2 games. That's probably something they'll consider in the later innings is walking him.
Fuck it. Don't let him swing. Hell no.
We gotta do our through week 4 updated power rankings.
Week 4 updated power rankings. All right, well.
You can go first if you want. I don't know what you had last week, but I know what I had last week.
Remember, I had Denver and someone else. I don't know. I forgot how I left. We'll have to start writing. I'll start writing it down. This week, I am going. I mean, I'm giving the credit to where it's due. They're the only undefeated team. Arizona first.
Okay.
I'm pulling up. I'm having Tampa Bay second. Rams third. Baltimore 4. Chargers 5. Chiefs looking in.
So you got what do you got?
Cardinals first.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay second. Mm-hmm. Rams third.
So you still got the Rams third?
Rams third. I mean, Cardinals won, so then I'm putting Rams third. I'm gonna have Baltimore 4th. And I want to say, who did I just say 5th? I said Chargers 5th. And then Chiefs looking in.
All right. Last week I had the Rams, I had the Bills, I had Tampa.
I keep forgetting the Bills. Damn it. Switch Baltimore and the Bills and then put it's like a bunch of A, B, C's, you know? It's not like top 5 right now.
So what? Okay, well. So last week I had Rams, Bills, Tampa 3, Ravens 4, Packers 5. I'm gonna put the Bills in first. Mm-hmm. They're the best. They're the best team in this league. I think they are the best team in the NFL right now. If I had to say top overall, they played fucking the Texans, but they won 40-0. I mean, they are destroying teams. So I'd say the Bills are the best team in the NFL. I'd say I'm gonna put Zona at 2. I'm gonna leave Tampa at 3. I'm going to drop the Rams from 1 to number 4. And then I'm going to I had Ravens 4, so I'm going to put Ravens at 5. So I got Bills, Cardinals, Tampa, Rams, Ravens. And then I got Packers and Chiefs on the outside looking in.
So in like 2 weeks, we're going to put Chiefs back at top where they're supposed to belong, or?
Let's see. I mean, we're going to talk about it. Possibly. But we're going to talk about the Bills and Chiefs matchup on the next episode, NFL Week 5 picks. Let's see what we think about that. That's going to be
Can't wait for them picks.
But think about it. These last 2 primetime, we had such great primetime football, and these last
in
2
between
shit.
But in between this week, killed me.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Hey, we'll write this. Hey, we're gonna write the ship.
I mean, I don't know about you. I won 12 games this week. I won 12 games. You won 7. So I'm up by 6 now. So we'll see what happens.
Big comeback week. Big trust.
Yeah, we got Chiefs, Bills. What else we got this week? Let's do some upcoming games. You guys get excited for these
Los
picks.
Angeles, Seattle.
I think Rams, Seattle Thursday night's incredible. I think these primetime games are incredible. I think Rams, Seattle. I think Bills, Chiefs.
San Fran, Arizona.
Niners, Cardinals, Browns, Chargers. We got some good games this week. So we'll get to those NFL Week 5 picks. That's gonna do it. Anything else? We got anything else going on?
You want to speak about those Cleveland Browns?
Well, I'll get to one of the next episode because, dude, the Browns. I know we've been getting heckled about the Browns, but I just feel like the Browns haven't done. I mean, they're the Browns. I mean, they got a good running game. I think Baker's fine. They're fine. You know what I mean? Like they're okay. Like you got the Ravens, Browns, and Bengals. In my opinion, they're the third best team.
Whoa.
I think Cincinnati has played up to competition. I think they've played so well. I think they've won games that they shouldn't have won. The Browns, they win 14-7 against the Vikings. I mean, they win by 6 against they're not doing anything to surprise me or up their ranking. You know what I mean? Like they're fine. They're top 15 in the league.
Yeah, playoff team, top 15.
Yeah, they're a playoff team. I think that all three of them have potential to make the playoffs. I'd say this is what I'd say. I don't want to disturb Browns fans. Browns are a very good team. The Browns are playing good football, but they're not playing better football than the Bengals right now. I'd say potential wise, they're the second best team in the division. But right now,
they should be a top team in the NFL.
They should be, but I think the Ravens are just better.
Yeah, better coached.
Real quick though, do we want to? So everyone's been talking about the Ravens running on the last play of the game. What do you think about that?
Run the fucking football. Don't be a bitch. They have going for a record
instead of kneeling it. You know what I mean? Like
they're going for a record.
I don't have an issue with it, and I don't get. People are saying that it was reckless. You're playing a contact sport. Any play is reckless.
He literally ran up the field and slid.
Right.
It was reckless.
Like it'd be different if they're running like
Denver, you lost.
Right. I think it was more like they were upset they lost, but it's like they're running a QB sweep. You don't got to defend. You're the ones that are like I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way that people are saying that it was a reckless play. It was annoying. It was like it was more of like they weren't trying to be like running at the score. It wasn't they scored a touchdown. They ran 6 yards.
The people who are saying that's reckless are the same people that are saying Mac Jones is good. Mac Jones played a great game. I'm putting those people on the same level.
People are just trying to make something out of nothing.
Exactly. Like you're literally reaching. Like that's lit. If you're telling me Tom Brady in the first quarter wasn't going to go for his passing yards, you're stupid.
So do you think that, because I know there was a lot of talk about Kraft stop, like why do you think they didn't stop the game? Like give some kind of recognition. Because I think it's a little disrespectful, and it's only because I mean he played 20 years there. He won 6 Super Bowls. You're not going to give him anything?
I think it was pettiness, and then I also think they got the yards wrong. So then I feel like he said, "Oh, I got it." Like in his head, he said, "Oh, I got it," and then like they didn't have it straight, so he called timeout, so they get everything straight. And then they like they put like a picture up, and like, "Congrats, that's it."
Yeah, that was it.
Like no,
I don't know. I just thought
they should have stopped that game. They should have stopped that game.
Like I felt like the return and Tom. I feel like that was supposed to be part of it. Like it was kind of like anticlimactic the way that it all happened. I don't know. That's just the way I felt about it. I don't know. I
feel like that whole week, they hyped it up just to end up being the weather proved it. It was just shitty.
And then you're gonna have a delay on Monday Night Football and under a dome. What was that about?
Yeah, like is the lightning that bad?
Now here's what I was confused about, and I was watching the thing. I don't know if you were watching it when they delayed it. They got everyone off the field, but then you've got Adam Schefter and those guys on the field reporting about what's going on. So it's unsafe for the players, but it's not safe for those guys?
Man, well, first of all, no.
That's what I don't understand.
No offense to Schefter, he great at his job, but like fuck him.
No, but like, does that not make sense to you? That's what I was insanely confused. Like for real, I was like, shouldn't everyone be off the field? Shouldn't they? Like, I'm confused. Like, why would they stop the game then? I don't know. It was weird as fuck. Unbelievable.
I guess if the lightning would have struck the dome, since it's a big arena and it could have caused a lot of problems, yes, I agree with that. It's like a $2 billion arena. I don't think they want to mess anything up there.
I just thought it was a weird situation. I don't know. Yeah. It was weird. All
When
right.
y'all texted me and said it was canceled, I was postponed. I'm like,
Delayed. I was like, I
aren't
texted
you
you. I
in
was
a
like,
dome? It's a media
yeah,
thing. Aren't you in a
that's what
dome?
everyone was saying. Everyone was so fucking confused. I was deadly confused.
But it had to been like Godzilla lightning storms.
I mean, they showed a video of it. It was pretty serious lightning, but still, I just didn't understand it. I think they had like they had opens on the inside or whatever, but like still, I didn't understand why Schefter and them won
Can
on the
SoFi
field.
open?
I think so. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
I mean, it has to have. It's like $5 billion. That has to open, right?
Yeah, it should open. I don't know. I would love to go to that stadium. That'd be great.
Also, wasn't the Raiders wasn't there fans cheering for the Raiders more than the Chargers?
It looked like it was more Raiders fans there than the Rams, to be honest with you. It looked like there was more fans, but it could. I don't know.
Well, because it's probably the closest game since Oakland.
Yeah. We got. I'm ready for a comeback week. I mean, I definitely got some games wrong. The Saints and Titans fucked me, so
I already have my ESPN thing ready.
I'm hyped for NFL
picks.
Week 5 picks. We're gonna end it here. NFL Week 4 recap is over. We're through. We're getting to Week 5. I mean, this season's a little flying by quick.
Halfway through this week, we're gonna hit the first quarter.
Yep. So I mean, it's gonna be hype. I feel bad. Do you get like? Were you upset watching the Chiefs game or no? You're fine. You're good to go.
I was upset because we had chances.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
You ever see the part in Avengers game where she's like, "Don't say that. Don't give me hope." Really, every part of the game, I'm like, "Wow, we're down 1 touchdown. We picked Pat Mahomes. Just go down and score."
Yeah, I get that.
And then just slide back in the chair.
Yeah. I'm hyped for Bills Chiefs. It's gonna be hype. We'll see what happens. Come check our NFL Week 5 picks and check out who we're going to take between Bills and Chiefs. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll see you guys next week, the NFL Week 5 recap. Peace.